For the purpose of this task, the trailer of a film called Project X was chosen to show how the media influences our health behaviors. The movie is about teenagers who will destroy lives for a shot at being cool. Thomas, Costa, and Jebby are 3 anonymous high school seniors who are determined to finally make their mark. These 3 boys invited over hundreds of young teens to a so-called small get-together, which quickly developed into a riot.
It's Thomas Cobb's 17th birthday, and all he wants to do is throw a small party with some friends to help raise his social status. But when his best friend Costa starts calling radio stations and putting ads up on Craigslist to come join the party, things start to get a little out of hand as a midget is thrown in the oven.
Project X targets teenagers and party animals in particular. The purpose of the film is to warn teenagers about risky behavior and the consequences. Issues such as drinking, risky behavior, and drug use are shown through the main characters and their party.
The trailer showcases multiple social norms throughout the night of the party. It shows teenagers drinking, people influencing each other into risky situations and behaviors. It shows the target audience that trying to be cool and fit in by drinking, taking drugs, and risky behaviors are okay to do.
The Project X trailer showcases social norms including drinking, drug abuse, and risky behaviors. It promotes the belief that risky behaviors and having a high popularity matters. It promotes a carefree attitude towards responsibility. The trailer highlights the values of popularity and fun through its main characters.
The media encourages these behaviors such as drinking, drug use, and smoking. The trailer only shows the highlights of what happens at the party. It highlights that the risky behaviors such as drinking and partying are fun and exciting. The highlights include a taxi driving into a pool, a midget in an oven, and houses on fire. It doesn't show the consequences of what happens afterwards.
Project X has both positive and negative effects on its target audience. It is a positive influence as it helps to develop awareness of diseases such as STDs, risks and symptoms, and can help people develop social skills and networks. It negatively affects the audience in that it reinforces stereotypes, encourages sexual behavior, sexualizes men and women, and public displays unhealthy behavior.
Language, events, and behavior are just a few of the tools that the trailer uses to create these positive and negative influences. Language has a neutral influence on the target audience, as it's up to the viewer to decide whether the language used is acceptable or not. The events shown in the trailer positively influence the viewers. This is because it highlights the consequences of a party and how quickly things can get out of hand, making viewers think twice before throwing a party. The behavior of the characters are negative and influence the audience by making it seem that being reckless is cool, and it promotes risky behaviors. The main character's behavior promotes bad behavior and convinces teens that this is how you become popular or cool.
The influence of bad behavior affects multiple dimensions of health in an individual. Physical health is affected negatively and can be shown through an individual's actions in the trailer. Said trailer shows 2 of the main characters jumping off a roof, driving a car into a pool, and forcing a midget in an oven. An individual's social health can be neutrally affected. It shows both positives and negatives in situations throughout the trailer. It shows characters making new friends, but then also being influenced into risky situations by peer pressure. Spiritual health is positively affected in this scenario and can be shown through how the character's sense of belonging changes and how they begin to feel more accepted through the trailer.
Behavior can have a negative effect on the community. It not only promotes alcohol and drug use, but it can also cause bad behavior.
Guests' bad behavior at the party, including actions such as being loud and rowdy, cause police to be called to the property, disturbing the community further.
Other actions in the trailer that emit bad behavior is when a house gets set on fire and a car is driven into a pool. This destruction of the property scares the community and has further social consequences. Bad behavior influences more people to be reckless, which leads to more incidents and varying severity.